Assalamu alaikum. This is Mathematics Paper 2 Extended. Code is 0580. Paper 2 Variant 1, October, November 2021. Okay, in this paper, our question number 1 is P is a prime number where P is less than 80 and greater than 60. P is 2 less than a square number. Find the value of P. So first of all, try to find all the prime numbers between 60 and 80. So in this finding, you must be very careful that you don't pick such a number which is not a prime number. So 61, 67, 71, 73 and 79 are only prime numbers between 60 and 80. So now let's try to find out P is such a number which is less than a square number. So on the left side I wrote some square numbers. 8 into 8 is 64. So 64 is a square number. So there is no number in these prime numbers which are 2 less than this 64. So try next. 9 into 9 is 81. And you can find 79 in the prime numbers which you have just selected. That 79 is 2 less than 81. So your answer, the value of P is 79. Question number 2. Hank flies from Los Angeles to Shanghai. In part A, the flight departs on Friday, 22nd July at 21:40. The flight takes 13 hours 35 minutes. Local time in Shanghai is 15 hours ahead of the local time in Los Angeles. Find the day, date, and time in Shanghai when Hank's flight arrives. Okay, Friday 22nd July, time is 21:40. So flight time is 13 hours and 35 minutes. So after 2 hours 20 minutes, your time would be 23:60, means 24, and that is Saturday. 23:60 means 24. 60 is in the minutes portion, so 60 minutes becomes 1 hour. So you add 1 hour in 23, so it becomes 24. So it is Saturday now. Now subtract 220 from 13 hours and 35 minutes. So you get 11 hours and 15 minutes. So 11 hours 15 minutes Saturday. So he said in the question Shanghai is 15 hours ahead of the local time. So you add 15 hours in 11:15. So you get 26:15. 26:15 means 2 hours and 2 o'clock and 15 minutes, and that would be Sunday, the 24th July. So day is Sunday, date is 24, and time is 2:15. Question number 2, part B. Cost of flight is $920. Exchange rate is $1 equals 6.87 Chinese yuan. Find the cost of flight in yuan. So $920 would be multiplied by 6.87 because $1 is equal to 6.87 Chinese yuan. So from the stronger value to the weaker value, you multiply. So you multiply 920 by 6.87, you get 6320.4, and which is rounded up to 6,320 yuan. Question 3 is of 1 mark and totally a calculator question. So you put your values in your calculator and you get the result 3.1. Question number 4. Number of items that each of 22 people buy in a supermarket is shown in the stem and leaf diagram. So key is 1/1 represent 11. Find the mode. Mode means the most occurring number. So in the stem you see 2 and in the leaf you see 3 times 2. It means 22, 22, 22. So this is the most occurring number in this stem and leaf diagram. So your answer is 22. Find the median. So for median, you have total number of people are 22. So you add 1 in it and divide it by 2. You get 11.5. So 11.5 means you count. I put the red dot on the number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11th value comes on 9 and 11.5 is after 9. So I have made an arrow, means your medium lies here. So you can write this is, it is between 29 and 31. So you can write 30. 30 is your median. The table shows relative frequency of the games won by a football team. So the diagram is given and there was written nothing in lost and drawn. So the number of game lost is twice the number of games drawn. So let drawn is equal to x, so lost would be equal to 2x. So you add all of them, 0.1 plus 2x plus x is equal to 1. Equate it with 1 because this probability or the total relative frequency is always add up to 1. So from here you find the value of x, which is 0.3. So that's, and you multiply 0.3 with 2x, you place the value of x in x and multiply it by 2, you get 0.6. So you fill the table like that. Scale drawing shows the position of two towns P and Q. The scale is 1 centimeter represents 4 kilometers. So in part A, find the actual distance between town P and town Q. So you place your ruler and measure in centimeter from P to Q. So this should be 8.2. If you don't get this value on your paper, it should be because of the photocopy or something like that, because the original paper is not with all of us, so we cannot measure the correct value. So you should know how to give the answer to this question. So you have to measure PQ, and that would be in centimeter. So 1 centimeter represents 4 kilometer. So you multiply that. Suppose if I got the result 8.2 centimeters, so I will multiply 8.2 by 4 and I get 32.8 kilometers, the actual distance. So measure the bearing of town Q from P. So from P you make this north, means bearing, you make bearing on P. So I made it with the help of red pen. So from clockwise from north, I made an arrow with the red arrow, and that is my bearing of Q from P. So I have to tell him what is the bearing. So I will use protector, the D. If you guys can use the protector, so you have to just measure this angle. So this is 65 degree. It is not necessary that all the students can get 65 degrees, so 1 or 2 degrees plus or minus, examiner don't mind that. So you write 65 degree with 0 because these bearings are always written in three-digit numbers. Town X is 28 kilometers from town P on a bearing of 140 degree. On the scale drawing, mark the position of town X. So first you measure the angle 140 from north, again with the help of ruler. I am showing this with the black arrow. So this is 140 degree, and from P you place the ruler on this line and measure 7 centimeter. Why 7 centimeter? Because he said town X is 28 kilometer. So you divide 28 by 4. So you get 7. So I have written it here, 28 divided by 4, that is 7 centimeter. So you mark the point on this line and write down X. Question number 7. Without using a calculator, work out 1 whole 5 over 6 plus 2 over 5. So you turn this mixed number into improper fraction by multiplying 6 by 1, then add 5 in it. So it's 11 by 6 plus 2 over 5. So you're in the denominator you have 6 and 5. So you multiply these two and you get the LCM. Now 6 times 5 is 30. That 5 should be multiplied with the numerator 11. And 11 times 5 is 55 plus. Now the second fraction denominator is 5, so 5 times 6 is 30, which is your LCM. So that 6 would go and multiply with the numerator above 5, which is 2. So 6 2s are 12. 6 times 2 is 12. So 55 plus 12 is 67 divided by 30, and if you simplify it, so you put 67 inside, 30 outside and divide it, so you get two whole numbers, 7 over 30. This is your answer. Question number 8. Solve the simultaneous equations. You must show all your working. So 4x minus 2y equals minus 13. I wrote it as the first equation, and then minus 3x plus 4y equals 11. I wrote it as second equation. So I wanted to make y the same, so I multiply the above equation by the quotient of y, which is 4, and then I multiplied the second equation with 2, which is the quotient of y. So when I do this thing, I will get 16x minus 8y equals minus 52, and minus 6y plus 8y is equal to 22. So luckily I got the opposite signs of the y's, which is minus 8y and plus 8y. So straightforwardly they would be cancel each other out. So 16 minus 6, 16x minus 6x is 10x equals minus 52 plus 22 is minus 30. So x is equal to negative 3 from here. You choose one out of these two equations on which you have just worked. So I chose minus 6x plus 8y is equal to 22. Now I place the value of x in x, and I simplified and solved it for y. So I get the value of y is 1 by 2. So these are your answers. So write down these answers in the answer space. Question number 9. Calculate the value of x. So base over hypotenuse, or you can say adjacent over hypotenuse. Both values are given, so this is cos of x. So you write cos of x is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 7 over 12. So x equals cos inverse of 7 over 12. So you get x is equal to 54.31. Round it off to one decimal place, so you get 54.3 degrees. Question number 10. A regular polygon has an interior angle of 174. Find the number of sides of this polygon. So if you are given one interior angle, and that is a regular polygon, so you come outside to find the exterior angle by subtracting 174 from 180, and you get 6 degree. That would be your exterior angle. So you should remember that sum of all the exterior angles is always equal to 360 degree. So you divide that 6 degree, you divide 360 by that 6 degree, so you get 60. It means this regular polygon whose interior angle is 174 degree, it has 60 sides. Question number 11. Line L has equation y equals 4 minus 5x. Find the equation of a line that is perpendicular to line L and passes through the point 0,6. So gradient of the line perpendicular to L would be 1 over 5, because the gradient of the line L is negative 5. So opposite of negative is positive, and our reciprocal of 5 is 1 over 5. So positive 1 over 5 would be the gradient of the line which is perpendicular to this line L. So you write the general formula for to find the equation of a line y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So you have given the coordinates, so you put 6 in y1 and 0 in x1. So y minus 6 is equal to 1 over 5 times x minus 0. 5 would be multiplied by with y minus 6, so it becomes 5y minus 30 is equal to x. So 5y minus x is equal to 30 is your equation required. Question number 12. Child invests some money. By the end of the first year, the value of the investment has decreased by 35%. By the end of the second year, the value of investment has increased by 40% of its value at the end of the first year. Find the overall percentage change in the value of the investment. So you subtract, he said decrease by 35%, so subtract 35 from 100. You get 65%, which in decimal value you can write 0.65. And by the end of second year, the investment increased by 40%, so you add 1400, you get 140%, which is in decimal value 1.4. So you can multiply 0.65 by 1.4 to get 0.91, which is 91%. So $100 times 0.65 is $65, and $65 multiplied by 1.4, which is 91. So 100 minus 91 is the difference, which is 9%. So actually 100 minus 91 means 9 divided by 100 multiplied by 100, so you get 9%. 13. Solve 4 minus x greater than equal to 6 minus x over 5. So 5 will multiply by 4 minus 3x, so you get 20 minus 15x is greater than equal to 6 minus x. Solve it from here, the like terms, minus 15x plus x greater than equal to 6 minus 20. So minus 14x greater than minus 14, so minus minus will be cancelled. So x is, now the inequality sign would be reversed because minus sign was with x, multiplying with x. So x is less than and equal to 1. This is your answer. 14. Y is inversely proportional to the square root of x minus 2 when x is equal to 4.25, y is equal to 12. This is a simple straightforward question. Y is inversely proportional to 1 over root x minus 2. So y is equal to k over x minus 2 root. So you put 12 in y and 4.25 in x. Then you solve it for k, so you get k equals 18. Sorry, student. So y is equal to 18 over k, x minus root. So then he asks you when x is equal to, find x when y is equal to 3. So place 3 in y and keep x as it is. And now solve it for x. So your x is 38. Question number 15 says, diagram shows three shapes that are mathematically similar. Heights of the shapes are in the ratio small, medium, large. 1:5:8. So find the ratio shaded area. Find the ratio shaded area to total unshaded area. Give your answer in its simplest form. So I mark with the arrows from the center. The area of this shape is 1 square, that is 1. The gray shaded portion area of this is 5 square, which is 25. You can just square their ratios to get their areas. And the outer white shape is the square of 8, which is 64. So shaded can be written as 25 minus 1. 1, if you minus from the 25, which is the area of the shaded portion, you get the real shaded portion area, which is 12. Unshaded is 64 minus 25 and then plus add 1 in it, because the area of 1, the smallest figure inside in the center of the whole shape, this is also unshaded, so you add it in this, so you get 40. So ratio becomes 24 ratio 40, and you simplify it, so you get 3 ratio 5. Find the nth term of each sequence: 8, 15, 34, 71, 132, and so on. So if I cube 1, I get 1. Then add 7, I will get 8. Okay, this is purely hit and try method. How to get 8 in which one numerical value should be constant. So for 15, the next sequence, if I cube 2 and add 7 in it, I will get 15. The next, if I cube 3 and add 7 in it, I get 34. So likewise, it becomes easy. But this first thinking can take time. So nth term, I can say that if I write n power 3, which n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So n power 3 and then I add 7 in it. So this becomes my nth term formula for this sequence. In B part, 201, 304, 4016, 5064, 60256. So 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Actually, I can say that this is n plus 1. If my n is 1, I add 1 in it, so I get 2. If my n is 2, I add 1 in it, I get 3. If my n is 3, I add 1 in it, I get 4. So likewise, I can write this sequence. So this nth term formula for the numerator is n plus 1. Now come to the denominator: 1, 4, 16, 64, 256. So multiply 4 by 1, you get 4, the next term. Multiply 4 by 4, you get 16. So 4 is multiplying with each term. So this is a purely geometric sequence. In geometric sequence, we write the nth term formula like AR power n minus 1. You have to remember this. So how to understand geometric? You divide 4 by 1, you get 4. You divide 16 by 4, you get 4. You divide 64 by 16, you get 4. So if the ratio is constant, like I'm telling you here, by dividing 4 by 1, you get 4. By dividing 16 by 4, you get 1. Sorry, you get 4. So this is purely a geometric sequence. So your A is first term, and R is your this ratio which you just found out. So you can write 1 into 4 power n minus 1. So you came out with 4 power n minus 1. So this is the nth term formula for your denominator. So your whole sequence, which is in a fraction mode, your nth term formula is n plus 1 over 4 power n minus 1. 17, y is equal to 3x minus 2 or 1 minus x. Make x the subject. So first multiply 1 minus x by y. So you get y minus xy is equal to 3x minus 2. And from here you collect the like term. So y plus 2 equals 3x plus xy. And from there you take x common, and 3 plus y is multiplying with x now. So if you make x alone, So 3 plus y will go and divide y plus 2, so x becomes subject. Question number 18. The diagram shows some land in the shape of a triangle ABC. Houses are built on this land. Each house requires 400 square meter of the land. Find the greatest number of houses that can be built on this land. So this is purely included angle triangle. Included angle triangle means the angle given and the sides of that angle are also given. Or you can say the two given sides has an angle between them. So the area of this type of included angle triangle formula is used. A equals 1 over 2 into side into sine of theta. In the books or some people they say that 1 over 2 AB sine theta. A and B means the sides given, the length of the sides given. So 1 over 2 into 800 into 2300 into sine of 30, it gives you 460,000 square meter. So you divide it by 400 because he said each house requires 400 square meter of the land. So you get 1,150 houses. So this is your answer. Question number 19, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So you just cross multiply, your LCM would be x plus 3 times 7, and 2 would be multiplied by 7, which is 14, and minus, then multiply x plus 3 by x plus 2. So then you start multiplying these two brackets, you get x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. Then simplify this bracket, so you get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now open the bracket because minus sign is before the bracket, so all the sign inside the bracket would be changed. So you get 14 minus x squared minus 5x minus 6, and then you further simplify it. So you get minus x squared minus 5x plus 8 over 7x plus 3. So this would be your single fraction in its simplest form. Question number 20. Solve 3 times 2 plus cos of x is equal to 5, and the range of x is from 0 to 360. Okay, so you write 2 plus cos of x is equal to 5 divided by 3. So 5 divided by 3 is 1.66. So your cos of x would be 1.66 minus 2. So your cos of x is negative 0.33. So your basic angle would be cos inverse of 0.33. Actually, do not use minus. That is only to tell you in which quadrant your cos is negative. So your basic angle came out 70.73, which is always made with the x-axis. Your first angle is 180 minus 70.33, and your second angle would be 180 plus 70.33. So you got these two results which are in the range from 0 to 360. So write them in the answer space. Question number 21. The diagram shows a pyramid ABCDE. Pyramid has a square horizontal base ABCD with radius 5 cm. Vertex E is vertically above the center O of the base. Height of OE of the pyramid is 9. Calculate the angle that EC makes with the base ABCD. So I have drawn it with the blue line AC, and EC I have drawn the angle with the blue ink. So first of all, find out the length of AC by using the Pythagoras theorem. So AC would be equals to 5 square plus 5 square whole square root. So AC is 7.07. Now find OC by dividing 7.07 by 2, which is 3.53. So you have a right angle triangle, that is EO is 9 centimeter and OC is 3.5. So you can find angle by using tan theta. So tan of C equals 9 opposite over adjacent, or you can say perpendicular over base. So 9 over 3.53. So the calculator would tell you and it is 68.58, so round it off to one decimal place, so it is 68.6. So write this answer in the answer space. Question number 22, part A, simplify x power 2 over 3, divide x power 8 over 3. So you bring this x power 8 over 3 in the numerator, so that power would become negative. So x power 2 over 3 into x power minus 8 over 3. Now bases are same, they are multiplying, and power must be added. So x power 2 over 3 plus minus 8 over 3. So plus minus is minus, so you write 2 over 3 minus 8 over 3. So this is 6 over 3, which is 3 times 2 is 6. So x power negative 2, if you can convert it into a positive index, so you can write 1 over x square. In B part, 16 is equal to 64 power k, so find the value of k. So I turned 16 into 2 power 4. Actually, I wanted to make the base same on either side of the is equal to sign. And for 64 power k, I wrote 2 power 6 whole power k. 2 power 6 is my 64. So 2 power 4 is equal to 2 power 6 into k, which is 6k. Powers always multiply with each other. So when bases became same, so power would be my answer. So I would write 4 equals 6k. From here I can find out the value of k, which is 2 over 3. C part, 3 power 3x into 1 over 9 whole power 4 minus 3x is equal to 3. So 3 power 3x into, bring 9 up, so you can write 9 power minus 1 whole power 4 minus 3x is equal to 3. So 3 power 3x into 9 power, now multiply minus 1 with 4 minus 3x, you get minus 4 plus 3x is equal to 3. So 3 power 3x into, turn 9 into 3 power 2. Try to make bases the same. So 3 power 2 whole power 3x minus 4. I wrote it in a straight forward way, like minus 4 plus 3x, I wrote it in 3x minus 4. It's the same thing. So 3 power 3x into, now 2 will go and multiply by 3x minus 4, it becomes 6x minus 8. So the lonely 3 means it is 3 power 1. So on the left side, bases are equal, their multiplying power must be added. So I wrote 3 power 3x plus 6x minus 8 is equal to 3 power 1. So bases became same on either side of is equal to sign. So power is my answer. So I can write 3x plus 6x minus 8 is equal to 1. From here, I solved it for x. So x is equal to 1. So that's it, my dear students. My number is here and my country name is here. So if you like, subscribe and share, you will receive more solved papers. And if you have any inquiry, or if you see I have done some kind of mistake, you can just point me out on my WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number. So I would be grateful, and I will become energetic if you contact me and if you will talk to me. Thank you.